Ahoy, ahoy, and welcome to the brand new edition of Ramble on Reactions. Right over there is clever Eric Muller.
And this is handsome Dan Nye.
And we are going to be reviewing something, and by we, I mean mostly Eric, because he saw this film, which I was... He convinced me to be more excited about this movie than I was, and we're going to be talking about Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Out of the Shadows. So
Cowabunga, dude.
So he was convincing me to get more excited because the first one wasn't as bad as everyone thought. The Turtles were actually done very well and very respectful to the old cartoon. Mm-hmm. And then you're looking at the previews, you get Casey Jones, you get Bebop and Rocksteady. You're getting a little Baxter Stockman, Krang, Shredder's back. This is like, 30-year-olds going nuts over this movie. So go ahead, break my heart.
Well, basic plot of this movie is Shredder's back. He's got his own mutants, and he's got to fight the four brothers to try to, take over New York and some other depressing stuff. Where do I start to go? Where did this movie start to go wrong, audience? I'll let you know. 20 minutes in, something happens where they introduce something that doesn't make any sense. And then the movie, it's like a roller coaster, like Magnum Force. It's your point where you get to the top, and then it just goes down.
Millennium Force?
Millennium Force. Okay. Yeah, oh my god. I'm trying to justify the words to describe this movie, but pretty much this movie is not good. I mean, I literally went and sat and had my childhood destroyed over 2 hours. Mm-hmm. Now I know how my parents felt when they used to take me to go see the Ninja Turtle movies, because I'm trying to figure out what the audience is for this movie. I really am, because the problem is, I'll go over the positives first. Bebop and Rocksteady, they're great. The actors they got to play them are fantastic. Yes. They have a really convincing bromance, even when they're mutated, and it works great. They're great. Tyler Perry doing his best Andre the Black Nerd.
Oh my god, was he? I kind of got that.
His Baxter Stockman is pretty much just Andre the Black Nerd, and it's fantastic. He's good. It's another movie where Tyler Perry is good at. And then the Turtles, good as before. And this movie also improves to the fact because there's less Megan Fox, which is always a positive in any movie. But
so tell me about what about Will Arnett and Casey Jones?
Will Arnett, I guess this is a good paycheck for him to help pay for his kids' college, because, in the first movie, I thought he was, okay, he's too good to be in this movie. The second time around, he is definitely too good to be in this movie, because this storyline is pretty much like the events of the first movie. The Turtles let him take all the credit for him, so it's just pretty much him being a fame whore throughout New York. Hanging out with Carmel. It's funny. You think, on paper. Mm-hmm. But in delivery, it's just okay, this has to stop. Because at some point, someone's going to be like, look, you can't just keep distracting us by calling yourself the Falcon, all right? We got to put 2 and 2 together here.
But what about Casey Jones? That was probably one of my most anticipated.
Really? you might as well just pump the brakes on your anticipation, because Stephen Amell, I like him from CW's era. This was a misstep for him, because I don't think they got the character right. The only time he's ever in the hockey mask, they do this stupid joke where he's like, oh, no one can hear me because I have a hockey mask on, even though you can clearly see the holes in his mouth where he can talk. Pretty much all his origin story is, hey, I'm a cop, now I'm off the force, I like hockey, I'm wearing a mask. And he only wears the mask for one scene. And it's the scene you watched in the trailers.
So you missed the Elias Koteas version from
absolutely.
Turtles 1?
Because he's supposed to be an established vigilante. Again, this is just me trying to defend my childhood.
No, yeah, go ahead.
But
that's what we're here for.
Right, but where this movie gets wrong is every scene is exposition. Literally everyone in every scene is explaining something to somebody. They just don't let the audience figure things out. They literally explain, even when they first introduced the Turtles, it's Leo, the leader. They put that on the screen, someone in the special effects budget had to type up Leo, the leader.
Did you get Michelangelo, the party dude?
I think it was Michelangelo, the fun one.
Oh.
Donatello, the smart one.
Screw you, that's terrible.
Raphael, literally, that's how, because they have to tell you who these characters are. You can't figure out who yourself. Because the thing is, there's no real character development, no character arc. And like I said, and then the thing that really just made me sad was Brad Garrett as Krang. Jesus, this was horrible.
We talked about that not long ago. That was maybe a month we talked about that.
And I was
Was it his voice?
Oh yeah, and he plays it up like a Power Ranger villain. No. And again, because Brad Garrett, he talks like this. I'm Brad. Hey Ray, and he goes, "Well, it's the Turtles." That I swear that is how he acts. And then the third act, when they bring in the Technodrome, it's pretty much the same fight scene in the previous Turtles movie, except against Krang. And then eventually the Turtles learn to be a team again. It's just really disappointing on every level.
It's like a rehash of the first movie, just with like new characters.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right, go ahead, grade it.
D.
No.
Like I said, I will give them credit for getting Bebop and Rocksteady, and the Turtles are still fine. You get less Megan Fox. But again, I'm trying to figure out who the audience is for this. Because, like, they hit you so hard with nostalgia from the 80s cartoon. Like, I can't feel like the parents are for this. And then, like, I'm trying to think of the other animated series. Like, I can't really think the kids are going to pick up on this.
Yeah.
So, I think they tried to accomplish too much in this movie and just failed miserably at that. They should have focused. They should have cleaned up everything, and maybe it would have been a better movie. But they were trying to give out too much fan service and trying to win over too many people instead of trying to focus on making a good movie.
I feel like that happens a lot. We're getting a lot of like Hollywood rushed movies where it's like, here's the movie and you're going to like it because nostalgia and all these characters.
Yeah.
So I'm sad that it's going that. To be honest, I'm not surprised. Given the first one, I'm not surprised where the production is coming from. Yeah. So I have other hope for other summer blockbusters coming out that they will do better with that than this.
It's not going to be this one.
Well, then it's not going to be Ninja Turtles. So unfortunately for both of us. So
goodbye, childhood.
Yeah, right.
You had a good run, 10-year-old Eric.
We're gonna hold out hope for Star Trek 3 that it can do exactly what you're saying, mop up the mess of Into Darkness and just be a better movie. So
yeah, I thought that about Ninja Turtles and Out of the Shadows, and that didn't happen.
For sad Eric Muller over there.
That's always handsome Dan Nye.
And then thanks for watching as always, Ramble on.
Ahoy, ahoy.